Have you ever spent hours on end just sitting with your friends wishing you had something better to do? I haven't felt that way for a long time, ever since I found the fun of D&D. D&D stands for Dungeons and Dragons, and it's fun that can be had with the whole family. I myself play with my father, who has been playing since he was in high school. Now today, I'm going to explain how to play D&D and keep it fun. Now, in order to play, you're going to need the core rulebook, which is a general listing of the rules that you will need for the game. It will also include character customization skills needed for character creation. It will include the races that you will have to choose from and the classes you will have to choose from. Also, a short equipment guide that you'll use to start off your character. There will be more books later on as you continue or progress in your campaign with your DM. Now, to verify, DM stands for Dungeon Master. It could also be referred to as a GM or Game Master. Okay, one of my favorite parts of D&D is the character creation. You roll a character by rolling 4d6, which is 6-sided dice, 6 times for each skill slot. The first slot is your strength. Your second slot is your dexterity. Your third slot is your constitution. Fourth, intelligence. Fifth, wisdom. And your sixth is your charisma. Based on your class will determine which skill you will need the most. A rogue would be more inclined to take a higher dex, since rogues' skills use more dex and base for any kind of skill they will need. A monk, on the other hand, will use more wisdom, whereas monks use their wisdom modifier towards all of their skills. Now, to roll, you roll your 4d6 and you take the 3 highest numbers and add them together. You can change out all 6 of your number groups into whatever slots you want to give your character a more well-rounded base. You don't have to roll your strength first or anything. You can select it. Now, when you're selecting your race, you want to take your class and your skill rolls into account. Some races add bonuses to where you need it, like more rogues would be more elven, since elves get a +2 to their dex, which will raise their dex bonus. Now, after saying that, you will need your equipment after you've selected your class and your race and had all your skills gone through. Your equipment for base equipment will be your armor, which will increase your armor class, which will increase your chances to avoid getting hit by enemies. Alright, next is weapons. Some weapons have special abilities, say reach. Your weapon will reach further out than a weapon that would not have this. Say you can only reach out a couple feet with a sword, whereas with a spear you can reach out twice that many. So you could get to enemies before they can get to you, allowing you to have an attack of opportunity, which is when a creature moves through your threatened square. Weapons, melee weapons specifically, will use your strength bonus to attack. You'll add your strength bonus and your base attack bonus. Your base attack bonus will come from your class, and it will have it in a list under your class name. Now, with ranged weapons to attack, they use dex bonus, but they do not get a special damage as where melee weapons do. Melee weapons will take your strength bonus, and after you've made a successful hit, we'll add that in to where your damage is. Your damage will have a die that will be told when you're looking at it in your equipment guide. Some will require D6, some are D8, and there are some D10. Sometimes you'll be required to roll 2d6 or 2d4. But if it's a melee weapon and you have a strength bonus, you add that in after those rolls. Most ranged do not have those unless they are special or magical, in which case you will have paid much more money and you will probably be playing a higher campaign level game. There are many alignments. There are lawful, which is the first section, neutral, and then chaotic. And then you could go good, neutral, and evil. The second set will be your morals, and the first set will be how you go about these. A lawful creature, no matter what other alignment, good, neutral, or evil, will do things the way everyone would think, the way those things are intended. A neutral player can go either or, and a chaotic will take the roundabout way to do almost everything they do. It won't take long to get things started once you've already gotten all your character stuff down. When it starts, your GM will have chosen a campaign. You will start off, all your characters will meet each other. It was normally how everything works out. You might meet each other during a fight, or you might meet each other in a crowd in town before the big fight starts, but you'll meet each other one way or the other. Now, when you start combat, you roll a d20 or a 20-sided dice, and you will start your initiative bonus. You will start your initiative. Excuse me. Your initiative bonus will be added in. It's more than likely just going to be your dex, unless you take a feature that will allow you to have a higher initiative. And this initiative allows you to attack first or sooner than everyone else. You use your attack bonus when rolling to attack. You will be rolling a d20 again. You'll add your attack bonus and your base attack bonus, your strength bonus and your base attack bonus for melee weapons, and your dex and base attack for your ranged weapons, like I mentioned earlier. In conclusion, D&D is fun that can last for hours. It feels great to share the game with all of you people, and I've wanted to tell people, I want to tell you that it's really impacted my life, and it's allowed me to meet other people around town and around my county that also enjoy this game. I hope my speech has impacted you in one way or the other, and I hope you will all be players to join me on my next adventure. Thank you.